Hello everyone, we are going to jump in and explore the Smartplan Library. So the Smartplan Library is one of my favorite features of Command. It is a library that houses all the agents' follow-up campaigns that they were willing to share with everybody to pull into their system and use them, edit them, and grow their businesses using them. So again, we are in the Smartplan applet here, and we're going to jump into the library. If you are a new or newer agent, I would really recommend you spend many hours in this library just here. And the main reason for that is, some questions we get from newer agents, and the questions I had when I was a newer agent. What do we say to people? What do we say to people when they come in our open house? When I'm following up over the next 3 months with a potential buyer or seller, what should I be saying? What should I be sending them? What should the message look like? So the really cool part about the Smartplan Library is you get to go in there and see what other agents send and say and how they communicate with their leads, their contacts, and their database. And then you get to look at it and decide, is that something that sounds like me? Is that the way that I would like to communicate with somebody? Does that match the topic that I want to use? So there's no right or wrong way when it comes to communicating with someone. You got to be authentic. You got to add value, but most importantly, guys, you got to be consistent. Consistency in real estate wins. I could call every single brand new lead within 1 minute of receiving it, but if I never ever followed up consistently with them over the next few months, I'd likely never ever convert any of them. Versus somebody that maybe took an hour to call that lead when it first came in. However, they have a method and a smart plan set up to communicate with them a couple of times per week over 3-4 months. You can see how that person's going to be a lot more successful than me just calling them once and hoping that worked. So here inside of the library, there's so many different ways you can search for things, and I'm going to just walk you through some best practices here. So our featured plans. Keller Williams chooses which plans to feature at different times. Right here you can see, here's the name of the plan. So this is My Long-Term Nurture. Has a little bit of a description of what it says. Shows how many people are currently using it. It gives the rating of the plan as well. So we get to go in there and rate plans after we've read them. This says how many steps are currently within the plan. Here's how long the plan will last for. So this one will last 31 days. And this one has 3 physical touches in it. So that physical touch is going to be a call, an email, or a text message. Here is who the author of the plan is. Right here when we hit view steps, it's basically showing us the breakdown of what gets sent and when, and what does it say. So our first step here is it's actually going to add them to another smart plan, which is the monthly neighborhood nurture, so they can send them a branded email every month about their neighborhood. It's then going to wait 10 days and tell you, the agent, hey, it's time to give them a real quick phone call. It's going to wait another 10 days and then tell you, you need to have a task right here. So this example says, send a value email as part of a long-term follow-up. Wait another 10 days, send a text message. Again, here's some different examples for you to use. So you want to know what you can send to your database? Here's 6 examples of text messages that could work for you. And then this plan repeats 6 times. So once it's hit this text message step, it's going to go all the way back up to the top. If they're already on the monthly neighborhood nurture, it'll skip that step and then wait 10 days and tell you it's time to call them again. So if that is a plan that I liked, I would then hit add smart plan, and I would go ahead and download these. So in this example, I've got both of these in my system. But the first thing it's telling me here is that the My Long-Term Nurture actually includes another smart plan. So I would click download on both of these just here, and it would then appear in my smart plans as the top one. Again, I already had it pulled into my system, so it won't let me pull it in twice. So you guys can get in there and check out the featured ones. The Keller Williams one that we have just here, there's a few great ones in here, guys. And this is the bi-weekly neighborhood nurture. I'm fine with once a month updating people about their neighborhood. If it's a seller who is a hot seller who is ready to move very, very soon, then I'm interested in updating them a little more often. The quarterly call plan, you've heard me mention this in another video. This is just going to set a reminder for you to call them and touch base with your database every 90 days. Really cool plan. Again, we got some nurtures. The birthday plan just here. Birth dates are one of those things we need to be finding out about our database because we have their birthday right here, but 5 days before that, we can go ahead and get a reminder from the system that it's going to be their birthday, and we should probably go ahead and send them a birthday card. So love that follow-up just there. Going down a little bit, here are some top rated plans. So some of the plans that have been rated 5 stars recently from agents. Go ahead and again check them out. Hit the view steps. See what they're saying in different steps. And if you see something you like, either add the smart plan to your system or copy and paste what they're saying inside of that email that you like. Copy and paste it into a drive, and when you build your own smart plans, you would have already copied and pasted 50 different emails that you liked, and now you just got to kind of arrange them and fine-tune them to fit your needs. So that is the top rated one. What's new? I don't spend as much time in what's new because there's a lot of new smart plans added every single day. If we were to go up to the top, so one of the first things that I would do, I would identify what could I possibly need a smart plan for in my business. So some examples of those would be an open house smart plan, a sphere of influence smart plan. Maybe you have a smart plan for the vendors and contractors you work with. A Facebook lead follow-up smart plan. Maybe you're a brand new agent and you want a smart plan to introduce yourself as a new agent. Again, smart plans can fit a lot of different needs. So after I listed all those out, let's use open house as an example. I would come into this search bar and I would type in open house. And it's going to show me all the plans in the library that fit open house. Now maybe I'm looking to just completely 100% use somebody else's plans because I don't want to create one myself, but I want it to be a slightly longer plan. So I can hit filter over here. I wouldn't filter by duration right this second, but I can come over here to touches and say, show me the plans that have 6+ touches. And only show me the plans that are 4 and 5 stars. Let me filter those. And here are more results for me to look at. So that is one thing that we could do. We can also change the smart plan name to description. Again, we have our plan name here and the description name there. So there's a chance that there's some more open house plans within the description that maybe we didn't see. Always worth checking. And then if you know that a certain person has put a smart plan inside the system and you want to find it, you can go ahead and type in author name. You could type in their name and it will show you all the plans that they have created. Over here on the right side, we can also sort by the newest. So again, here are some of the newest smart plans here inside of my library. So a little bit of an overview of how to use the Smart Plan Library. Make sure that you guys, once you've created something great, are putting your content in there as well for others to use, but really spend some time in here, gather those list of scripts, list of those emails and texts, and personalize them a little bit and start building that follow-up so we can stay top of mind with our database and with our leads and with our contacts. So I appreciate all of you watching these videos. Comment below if you have any suggestions on smart plans you found that are helping you in your business, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.